Guys. It's been one of those weeks. It's been one of those weeks where there's just been a lot going on and a lot of different changes being implemented in life, personally and just in general with the world. And I have been thinking about making a video on politics, not necessarily politics, because the biggest like I'm not the biggest person when it comes to talking about politics and things because I don't do enough research as much as I should, but I still know what way our economy is headed, and as of recently, it has not been looking good. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I have just been feeling suffocated and feeling overwhelmed with my own things that are going on in my personal life and seeing what's going on around the world and in America is not making me feel better. Um, I used to be able to kind of ground myself and tell myself it's okay and just look at the bigger picture and think about, that I'm only 20 and, I have time to change, blah, blah, blah. But ever since Trump has gotten inaugurated, it has just the things have been going downhill. And it just made me think about the fact that people were doing all this chit chat and all this worrying about the TikTok ban and worried about different things that have to do with social media or Target. We can't shop at Target no more. But nobody is talking about the fact that our civil rights are literally about to get stripped away from us. And I also feel like Americans are not good at realizing when shit is a real problem, and I don't think that they understand that we as a society, it's our God-given right to change the system that we have going on right now. But Americans just don't really care when it doesn't have anything to do with them. And this goes for all races, I feel like black people, white people, Asians, Hispanics, Latinos. I feel like it is really sad to see that we just aren't speaking up the way that we should be about things that are going on. We have freezes on Pell Grants and financial aids and stuff like that. And I know that the judge overruled it, but you know, there are still people who have messed up refund checks and they're counting on that. There are people who are about to have freezes on their SNAP and EBT and disability. DEI is getting taken away. And it's just there are so many things that have happened within just this one week that can really change how we function as a society for the worst. And we're already not doing that great. But it just it makes me upset that I don't see a lot of people really caring or talking about it as much as they should be, because I feel like we really can't afford to not be political right now. Back in the day, well, I'm not going to say back in the day, but I know social media shows us more coverage of what's going on, and there's always going to be something going on in every timeline. Every generation is going to have their issues, but it's crazy to me that there are still people who are like, I'm not political, or I don't deal with politics, or just seeing that people didn't really vote, or how many Hispanic people voted for Trump, and they were the first people to get like they were the first people to get affected by him being in office. I don't think that people understand that this is not about left wing, right wing, centrist, leftist. Oh, I already said left wing, but it is an issue of almost all people, including white women, which I don't think that they realize how much Trump being in office is going to affect them. Um, the fact that I know that there are some people who saw DEI getting taken away and white people not, well, white women not realizing that they are a part of diversity. They are quite literally women and they can be discriminated against. The only people that this system is going to work for is white men. And then, even still, those white men are going to be in the high tax bracket. Like, Trump being in office is not a good thing for us, anyone. And the fact that people don't want to get involved in politics and don't really care to try to use their voice to speak up and rebel against this stuff is frustrating and it's saddening, and it shows that we are basically exactly where they want us. Um, Social media, that whole TikTok situation with it being banned, and the fact that this was Trump's idea and it got banned for I don't even know how long, maybe like 12 hours or so. The next morning it was back up and running, and they showed us a message saying, oh, thanks to President Trump, we got everything, excuse me, we got everything back in order, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, he wants us to be on his side so bad. They want us to be on their side so bad. They want us to think that they're helping us when they're really just digging a bigger and bigger and bigger hole from us. I mean, it's ridiculous. And it's getting to the point where my anxiety as a black woman who is in the LGBTQ community, it's like disheartening, and it's inducing a lot of everyday anxiety into me, especially as someone who doesn't have a job right now. I don't even know, I know that there are places who will hire me, but it's hard enough getting a job in the economy that we're in. We need workers, but they don't have enough money to pay us, so they don't hire us for real. And it's just this constant cycle of losing. And so being a black woman, it's like, damn, now what? I don't know, guys. I just wanted to make this video because we really don't have any room to not be wanting to make decisions or say things because we feel like it's too political or it's not our place, when in actuality this is a democracy and that is what we're here to do. We as people are here to talk about our problems within the government, what we need to do to fix it, and we have the right to force them to do what we say. But a lot of people don't understand that. And a lot of people don't have the gut. A lot of people understand that and they don't have the guts to do so. Um, Even with things that are going on in Palestine, like, I know that we have a ceasefire now, but it was really sad to see that a lot of people just didn't really care to say anything, or was saying that, oh, well, this is not a part of my religion, and this, that, and the third, and they're doing wrong by being the religion that they are, practicing the things that they practice. And to an extent, well, not, I don't understand not supporting getting ending a genocide because you feel like they deserve it when it comes to religious beliefs, but I can see why people can be hesitant when it comes to their views on who's right and who's wrong in that situation. But at the end of the day, we shouldn't be comfortable with watching a literal genocide happen, no matter if somebody is right or wrong. They're still human beings at the end of the day, and most of the people who were in that altercation and in that situation had nothing to do with the adversaries that you guys were arguing about. It's ridiculous. Like, it is all, it's about human rights and it's about humanity. And I just hope that we have seen enough so far to feel like we need to do something about this, because who knows what they're going to take away next. Trump is already talking about taking away the 14th Amendment, taking away birthright citizenship. He is using his last 4 years in office to wreak as much havoc as he possibly can. This happening. Niggas would storm the Capitol back in the day, and that was the closest we got to a revolution, y'all. And I fear, I'm not saying we got to be violent about it per se. I'm just saying that we have to do something. We can't just keep glazing over it, making jokes out of it. Like, the shit is actually serious. On top of that, we got climate issues going on. Like, I am just having an internal and external crisis, and seeing people not really give a fuck about it, and seeing people not really understand the gravity of the situation. It freaks me out and it makes me sad. Um, but yeah, that's all I want to talk about today. I didn't really have too much to say. It's just been something that's weighing heavy on my heart. So yeah, bye.